Judge, this debate boils down to is proving keyword proven that required animal testing should be banned. While my opponent uses logic, I use evidence. She says that the FDA requires nothing because my source is just a definition. Rather, is a definition of the word new drug, which is offered to refute or claim that all new drugs are tested by the FDA, including new animal drugs. She then tries to say that the FDA doesn't require any testing. Her source, the PCRM, is a radical activist group known for making wildly untrue accusations. On the other hand, FDA.gov says that, quote, the preclinical drug screening phase, step 1, according to the CDER, is required animal testing, end quote. The CDER is the FDA regulation born out of CFR 21, and it says 4 times on page 1 that it only applies to human drugs. See my CDER citation. Here's the reality, Judge. My opponent drops most of my case and simply ignores my evidence because it does not support her narrative. In my contention 1, I prove that animal testing is the last choice of scientists because it is ineffective and inhumane, which she drops. My second contention, I prove that the required animal testing can be replaced by alternatives for human testing. My opponent concedes in the first 15 seconds of her constructive that transspecies testing should be banned, but animal testing for animal drugs is needed, as she claims. The problem is only transspecies testing is required, as my FDA evidence shows. She completely disregards my third contention, which proves that animal testing causes harm to human lives. In her constructive, she calls the loss of human life irrelevant, and the truth is, if you vote in negation, you're killing thousands of innocent lives, and the op clearly shows that she doesn't care. Finally, she tries to turn my argument about how animals are not benefiting from testing by focusing on a joke I made in my speech. I gave 3 responses to her argument. I delinked it from the resolution, disproved the argument, and then made a joke of her attempt to use logic over evidence. She focuses on the joke, dropping my serious replies, and thus her argument falls because she failed to reply. Now, Judge, overall, you end up voting for the pro for 2 main reasons. 1, I meet my opposition's burden by saying that the debater that saves the most lives should win. When I prove my third contention, which she drops, that humans died due to animal testing. So if you vote for pro, you're saving human lives. And 2, she agrees that transspecies testing, which is the only form of required testing, should be banned. So my opponent affirms the resolution. Once again, I meet the burden of my opponent, and my opponent affirms. So why wouldn't you, Judge? Please reward my hard work with the pro ballot. Thank you for judging, and I thank my opponent for the debate.